What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Netflix series Elita-1. So this is a Walmart exclusive. It's actually in Walmart right now. I got this today. Today is Tuesday. I'm putting this video out on a Wednesday. If you get to the Walmart in the next day or two, you may be able to find this. I had a lot in my store. I had quite a few of these sitting on the shelf. So hopefully you can find it. Good luck to you hunting. But these are exclusive to Walmart, so you have to only pick it up in store. If you didn't pre-order it, or if you didn't get your pre-order canceled, like a lot of people did, then you can find it in store. So let's take a quick 360. The first thing you're going to want to do is basically take off this backpack because it's just too big and bulky, and it does make her kind of fall down. Just press this button here. It is pretty much the same as the RC mold, so it's basically a repaint and a slight retool. There is some retooling. Actually, let's just talk about that now. So her waist is retooled, her chest piece is retooled, her head is retooled. All of that is new. Even the shoulders are retooled a little bit. The rest is pretty much the same. It's just paint differences. So there are paint and plastic differences. So you see it's all brown instead of the pink. You've got the red here instead of the pink on RC. You've got the brown chest pieces here. On the back, you've got a white Autobot symbol, and then also white paint here, here, and here. So pretty good looking. It's a really nice paint scheme. It's actually very, in person, it just looks really dashing. It's just very nice. I actually like this color scheme and head sculpt much better than the RC. Let's get close on the head sculpt. It's very well done. It's got those painted blue eyes. It's got the pinkish mouth, and then the orange head and the tan face. A lot more paint than the original RC, which is why I think it looks so much better, is because they just applied a lot more paint to it. This is the same mold. It is the same transformation as the RC mold, so we are not going to do transformation today. I've done it twice. We've done it with the RC mold as well as with the Paradron Medic Lifeline. They're all the same transformations. So today we'll skip that, but we will show you both modes, and we'll show you how she looks with some of the other bots. So overall, pretty clean, pretty nice. I do prefer without this. You can use this again as a skateboard. There are the pegs, holes on the bottom of her feet. But there you go. There she is on her. I haven't even done a good pose here, honestly. I just don't care about this skateboard mode. But all right, moving on. She does come with an accessory. She comes with this translucent gun. It's sort of a translucent blue. I don't know why they're using translucent for these characters. I prefer just a painted gun. But there you go. That does fit in her hand. It does look good. I'm just not a huge fan of translucent. But overall, nice looking. You can take this gun if you don't want it to be in her hand. You can peg it into her back here just like you could with the other figures. There's a little slot there. And you can peg that in there. Although it's kind of loose. But there you go. So all in all, pretty good looking version of Elita-1. I don't have a Masterpiece RC, or sorry, Elita-1. But this is a little too small for my Masterpiece collection, so it won't be staying. But I wish we could get a Masterpiece Elita-1. That would be kind of neat. Right, there you go. So let's bring in Optimus for comparison. Again, I do really like the color scheme of this Optimus. I just think the colors contrast really well, and then there's a lot less of that kibbly look because they put the right color here. But there she is with Optimus. Really good looking pair. All right, let's go over the articulation. It's interesting because it looks like they did try to give her head a little bit more articulation than the RC. But in doing so, they made some kind of error. It tends to snap back to a non-centered position. You can see her head is tilted slightly to the left. I don't know why. And unfortunately, you can't take this head off. It's not a screw. It's fused together. I did ask T-Man about his, and he has the exact same problem. The head kind of snaps in place. Mine also snaps up and down into place. Like it doesn't want to stay up. It's got the articulation. It's on a ball joint, but it just won't stay up, which is very unfortunate. I feel like that was something that was missing from RC, and this one has it, but it just won't stay. So while it has the articulation, you can't really use it, unfortunately. You can't rotate it, but you can't really go up and down. The shoulders do rotate all the way around. They go up on this joint here, although it's a little bit limited because you got some kibble kind of bumping there. But you can get her arm sort of up and out. Boy, there's a lot of collision on this, a lot more than I thought. You have a single jointed elbow, but it gets you well past 90 degrees. And then you have articulation on the wrist here that you can go in and out. You have rotation at the waist. Legs go kick up to there, back to there, out to there. Rotation at the thigh is super duper tight. When I first opened it, I think it's because of the paint, but it is very, very tight. I would just be careful with the paint. This is all painted here, but it does rotate. You can rotate it there. You do have a double jointed knee, gets you the full run, and it looks good. You have rotation here as well, so up here and down here. That is for transformation, but you can use that. It does break the sculpt a little bit though. And then at the foot you have ankle tilt and a rocker, which plenty of movement, especially for a figure of this size and of this cost. Good ankle tilt, but all the same, the only thing is the head, which tried to be more articulated, is actually ended up being less articulated because of the issue with the snapping back into position. But you can get her into some nice poses. She does look good. I think overall they did a good job with her. So let's get her into her vehicle mode. We're going to do that off camera. I'll be right back. And there is Elita-1 in her vehicle mode. Very nice looking vehicle mode. It is basically exactly the same as the RC and the Lifeline, other than the paint colors and the colors overall. You got that red. This is all just plastic. The white paint here, and then the seats are painted that gray. And then you got the translucent blue. Again, I don't mind it on here and here. I just don't think the gun and the wheels make sense. But the wheels are the same translucent plastic. You can take the gun and you can stick that into here, and that stores underneath. She does roll, and looks pretty good. Here she is with Optimus. Good size, same as RC, but they look good together. So final thoughts on Elita-1. It is a little bit more of the same. You know, it's not really too much new. And, you know, I do like the sculpt and the paint work. I think it does, you know, really reflect what she looked like in the show, which is nice. But there isn't much new going on. And that's, you know, it just feels a little bit, you know, unsatisfying. And you still have this. I did like that they took an effort to try to give her a little more articulation in the head, but unfortunately it didn't remedy the situation. It's actually worse now than it was before. You can get the head kind of positioned, but for this pose I was trying to get her head looking upwards like that, so she's pointing upwards and shooting upwards, but it just doesn't want to stay, or it's you know, stubborn. So that's a little bit disappointing. But other than that, I really like the look of her. I like the alt mode. Obviously, you know, we've had this before. Overall, she looks good with the other Earthrise figures, and I do recommend her. I just think they need to figure out a way to fix this head. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. We will have a few other Netflix figures to go, and then after that, we're going to move on from the Netflix figures back to our normal stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.